To catch you guys up to speed, I finally got my Arco mini bike running with the GX160 Honda motor, and it's been great. But I do want to do a couple of things just for reliability and for safety. The only upgrades it has is an intake air filter and a header on it. Outside of that, the governor has not been removed. I might do it one day, but for right now, it just seems to be fine to go 30 miles an hour. I don't really have a need to go faster than that. Put some miles on this thing. In the process of getting some new foot pegs, because this just drags down and hits the ground, and my feet are here, and on the other side it doesn't really match up right. As you can see on this side, there's just not a lot of space for the pegs. If I move the peg up here, I got a clamp on peg that I'll put there. If I move the peg there, that'll give me a lot more space, and then I'm just going to remove these completely, and then I can actually lean the bike a little bit more when I'm going around turns. Also got this chain guard on Amazon. I was gonna make one myself, but for 30 bucks, this thing just slapped right on, and it's definitely gonna protect my leg from this thing spinning. Not that this thing ever hit it, but if if you hit it the wrong way, you can catch the chain. You don't wanna do that. The other thing I had to do was I had to modify this bolt here because these things were hitting it, and this adjusts. You wanna have this as far back as possible so the axle is straight. If not, it'll kind of be cocked like that, and that's how the chain pops off. So what I ended up doing was, you can see how tight the tolerances are there, but that's just a carriage bolt that I hit with a flap disc. But the tolerances are tight, but they work. And then I was able to hold that bolt in. If I just use a regular carriage bolt or any regular nut, it wouldn't work. I literally had to shave that down with a flap disc. Tight tolerances are as long as it works, right? Also got a new throttle cable bracket. I'll put links to all this stuff in the description below, just so I could have some better. The original throttle cable bracket that I had didn't have this, so I just kind of had it zip tied for a little while. So having it like this definitely helped out because I can actually tighten it down, and it's a more consistent throttle play. So that worked out pretty good. Everything else is going pretty good on the bike. I still haven't painted it yet. Not sure what color I'm going to do the caliper. I want to get the thing running and driving as good as possible. I also got a key for it. I'm going to mount it there because anybody could just flip this thing on and just drive off with it if they really want to. So we got a key for it, and yeah, so far so good. I also got foot pegs, super cheap, on Amazon. We're gonna test them out, let you know how they work. They come off in two pieces, so it should be easier to clamp down, and it saves me from having to weld anything. Comes apart two pieces, and this thing flips back and forth. This is like supposedly an aluminum. I think the term that people like to use is Chinesium, but I think that's we're just gonna mount it like that. I think that might work. Right there, just like that. Say what you want about Amazon Chinese stuff. That's on there pretty good. Just maybe tighten it down, maybe add a little bit. I put black electrical tape just to kind of thicken it up a little bit so it would bite better and to prevent it from scratching if it does move a little bit. It really doesn't. Chinese stuff. I don't even think these are 10 bucks on Amazon. I really can't even complain about that. That's freaking awesome. And it's definitely gonna keep my feet out of the way of this. This thing was sagging down there like that. So it was rubbing on the ground when I was turning. The need for this is even more apparent on this side. You could see how this the engine cover comes out all the way out here. I barely can't even put my foot on it. At least up here, I should be able to get be a little bit more comfortable while I'm riding. Straight up on this side, you can see where the old one was. This one, not only did it drag down, like without that cover, I'm hitting the clutch. On this side now, feet are up there. This side, it was even worse. Like I couldn't even really put my foot down. And then now up here, I got both of my feet up there, and I can actually I'm actually quite comfortable. Should still be able to turn too. Yeah, still can turn it pretty good. So, $10 Amazon foot pegs. What up? Big improvement over what it was with the bigger jet. I don't know why, but it's faster with the stock jet. I let my wife take it for a little rip too while we're at it. And make sure you guys stick around because I'm going to do a full video on how I put a headlight, tail light, and brake light setup on my mini bike with just a cordless battery from a drill. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.